Alright, how you guys all doing tonight? We're about to get started here. So we get paper towels and we'll get started. Or I could just use these ones. Here we go. So what I got is a plastic scraper blade and a Scotch Brite. Okay. Let's see how far we can get with just the plastic scraper blade first. Get like the loose stuff off. I think what I'm gonna do is get some paper towels. I'm gonna stuff them inside of these open cylinder head or cylinder piston cylinders, so the debris doesn't go in as easy. It'll be a lot easier to keep it clean. So I'm gonna do that now. But this should probably come in handy, make it a lot quicker. And it shouldn't be so bad either because the stuff's cast iron as well. It's not like it's an aluminum block. You gotta be a lot more careful with something like that. So we'll grab some paper towels. Alright, we're back. So we're gonna get a good amount of paper towels and stick them in these open cylinders. Here we go. See if I got that in frame. Yeah, it looks like it. That's better. Oh, what am I working on? I don't know, but it's type. This is my 05 Astro van. It's got the 4.3 in it, and for preventative maintenance, we were doing intake manifold, gaskets, and spider injector, all that kind of stuff. So while I was there, I was like, I'm gonna take down the cylinders, the cylinder heads, and redo the gaskets while I'm there anyway. So that's what we're doing. The van's got like 240,000 something miles on it. Got it from some older guy on Facebook Marketplace. It's a Colorado vehicle, so it's not rusty. I got lots of content about stuff on this on my channel if you're interested in that type of stuff. So, yeah, starting to go through it with this plastic scraper blade. Plastic razor blade, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff some paper towels in this other open cylinder. I started doing stuff on this because I don't see very many good videos on doing head gaskets on this particular engine on YouTube. They seem to be like, the quality of the video is just, it's like really like too fast. Like they're not taking the time to get good footage and show you exactly what they're doing, in my opinion. And if anything, this is just a good reference for myself if it's not up to par for standard of things of people watching it. I mean, also I'm capturing it with the GoPro at the same time, so it'll be a better quality than this if, you know, I go through it and kind of thing. Like these videos kind of help a lot also to me. So I can go back through and watch how I disassembled things to put it back together correctly. Seems to help me a lot. Some of this stuff looks pretty confusing when you take it apart. Not really that confusing. I've done it enough on this, but it just helps to confirm what I'm looking at and making sure it's supposed to be the correct orientation of things and stuff like that. I'm gonna try the had a scotch. There we go. I'm gonna try the scotch bright. Oh, I didn't notice the camera got bumped. There we go. Probably get out like a real razor blade to get some of this off. Kind of really in there. It's kind of working. It just takes a little bit more with this kind of thing. Just trying to make sure the debris doesn't fall down into the engine if possible. Try to catch it with the paper towels in the way. Yeah, we'll keep going. It's making a little dent in it. Yeah, this is the main part of doing this stuff is the prep work for the new gaskets. You wouldn't just go and, well, I wouldn't anyway, just slap a new gasket in it with it looking like this right now. Because this didn't have a blown head gasket. It's just preventive maintenance while I was already there doing the intake manifold gaskets. So I figured I'd do this while I'm already here. Hopefully it helps teach somebody that's doing something similar, or I don't know, entertain somebody, get something out of it. It looks really good in here because this gasket wasn't burned out. It's just preventive maintenance. So I'm actually really impressed. Because I've seen a lot of engines when you're taking it down when it has the blown head gasket, and this can look all kinds of nasty. So this looks pretty good. This is cast iron. I probably get out a real razor blade coming up here. I'm just trying to take off the loose stuff that's easily removed with the plastic blade. I think a real razor blade will do a really good job on this. Nice sharp one. Get that light in there better. Yeah. Try to push all the debris right into the cylinders to have the paper towel to catch it. And then I could vacuum this also before anything gets reassembled and clean it good. Probably put some acetone on a rag or paper towel after this is all completely like clean as we can get it, to clean up all the residue as much as possible. Trying to have the best clean surface as we can, you know. Because I don't want to have to do this again. And I'm going to go through the service information and make sure everything is to a T. Because this stuff's not that hard. If I can do this, you guys can do this too. It's just following directions. You know, I got the Haynes manual there, where you go through any type of good service information manual, and it's all right there. You just follow the directions. And it's good having a good mentor too, or having some type of training. It helps, but it's not totally, you know, a requirement. You can learn a lot just here on YouTube like this, with me doing this and showing you. Gives you a really good skeleton structure of what you're going with. You know, it's starting out with simpler engine types like this, because this is like what they call a push rod engine. It's not as complicated as some of the other designs out there. But it's really reliable once you keep everything maintained in it. I mean, all these engines can be really reliable, I guess, if you maintain everything. When you neglect it, that's when things don't go right. Okay, good. A view for you guys. Try to push off this scum off here to the side. Less debris to deal with, you know. I mean, I have that 98 Blazer I got off a marketplace for 300 bucks a couple weeks ago, and that needs a head gasket as well, and that's gonna get the same thing as this is doing. This is what this is. This is a GM43 V6 and the 05 Astro, but the 98 Blazers got the same thing. It's just a few things are a little bit different in it. So this is what you do when you gotta do your head gaskets in these. Well, every vehicle's got head gaskets, so just something good to know. Turn this thing off. Okay. You're just cleaning all these surfaces, but you're not trying to gouge them, and you know, that's why we're using this plastic razor blade. We'll go through it with a real blade too. But we're just trying to, you know, be gentle with it. Oh. Like I said, we'll take acetone on it and clean it really good. We still have to do the cylinder head as well. I don't have a parts washer currently right now, but I got some old totes, and I can just put some kerosene in it and soak the cylinder head in it and scrub it with like a toothbrush. You know, it'll get me by till I eventually get a part washer. Because the parts washer, that's what's going to be in it anyway. Either that, the cleaning solution they sell, or you can just put kerosene in them. Kerosene will work really good cleaning stuff. Oh my god, I didn't realize I was blocking the view. Get this surface clean. Oh, up here now. This was kind of running rich with the spider injector thing going on, so might be why this is kind of all the carbon residue. We'll clean that up too while we're here, you know. All this stuff's, you know, while you're already there, why not do it, you know? And this got good coat of like Marvel Mystery Oil just to prevent corrosion while it's all open and exposed. I made a short on that the other day. I just put on a rag and wiped it on all the surfaces. Because you can get that flash rust and you don't want that. You want to keep this stuff well lubricated and protected. Get all that stuff that's coming out on the blade. Get that wiped off. There we go. I'm going to try the Scotch Brite again. Try not to use like, I said, so let me clarify that. I'm trying not to use something like Brake Clean right now with the garage all shut and everything. Like with me in here, because I have to like breathe it in. So I'm just using this scraper blade to get a lot of the loose crud up that's on the mating surfaces. Getting it all prepped for the new head gasket to go on this side of the bank of this V643 for my L5 Astro. And this wasn't, you know, a blown head gasket. It's just preventative maintenance while I'm already here. So, because I was already doing the intake manifold and spider injectors and that kind of stuff already. And I just got this off Marketplace last year from some old dude. So I'm like, well, I might. It's got 240,000 miles on it, so I'm like, I might as well, you know, do the head gaskets if I'm doing everything else. Because that's going to be the weak link in the chain if I just leave it alone, don't do it. I know I'm going to regret it, you know. These things will go and they'll leave you stranded at the most inopportune time. This is a whole lot better than doing paying for a tow job, being out of a vehicle. Because I have my truck in the meantime to drive while I'm doing this, so it's not like I'm in a rush, like super urgent rush or anything. It's getting there. You see a lot of it's going into the cylinder areas. That's why I got those paper towels packed in there. This is a cast iron block, so I can use a real razor blade, which I will. I'm just going through it right now with the plastic scraper. It's the old gasket residue. We're just going gently at it, trying to, you know, make sure we don't take off metal that's supposed to be there, make it uneven, kind of thing, you know. All right, just keep going. You gotta pay close attention to these areas like this, where it's in between there. That's real critical areas. Well, it's all real critical, but that's really, you know, this is all gotta get down to just the metal surfaces without any of this old gasket material still in between. That's what we're after here today. It's coming off pretty good. We'll find out soon enough if this stuff's like stained in from the old gasket or that's actually stuff that still has to come off. It kind of, I don't really feel a ridge much on it. I almost think it's staining. At least some of it. There we go. Yeah, there is faster ways to do this. This is like the old school way, but you know, it works too. Just not nearly as fast. But this is kind of safer though, also, in case you over abrasive some spots and make it uneven. This is more forgiving though because this wasn't a blown head gasket to begin with. This is just taken off and it's preventative maintenance because we're already here for the intake manifold and spider injector and all that. It's just a little bit extra steps to get to this point. So I figure, okay, let's just do it. You know, I'm already here. Like, everything's pretty much been done on this van besides this and a full rebuild basically. So being short of like a full rebuild on the engine, this is a lot done. It's already got the timing chain done. like I don't know. I got some video of showing all the stuff that's been done on this. It's like 20 something minutes long, and it's a huge list. It was like crashing on my phone when I'm like trying to type in all the stuff that's been done to it. So this little bit being in here, getting this done, pretty much tops off everything. This thing should run like a well-oiled machine, you know, like a high-end sewing machine just going to town when this thing is all done. If I yeah, so we're getting there. I find if I take the corner a little bit of this blade and dig into it more, it kind of gets in there easier. And it's not worried about gouging that metal itself, because with the hardness of materials, this plastic versus metal, it's not going to gouge it. Say if I was taking like a something like a hard object, like a chisel or something, you know, yeah, that would mess this up. So plastic's real forgiving. We are getting progress, so I'm not complaining. Gives you a good amount of time to actually look at it, you know, inspect for anything weird, which I don't see anything weird. I don't see any weird cracks. I mean, it's got a little bit more funky corrosion inside the engine cooling passages than I'd like, but that could be remedied pretty easily by running some flush stuff through it, you know, refilling it back with good coolant. You know, we use the green coolant, not that Dex Cool stuff. Dex Cool is what causes a lot of these problems, especially when it's not changed, you know, in a timely manner. It's basically people, you know, neglecting their maintenance. So what it all starts to pile up, like how you can, you know, too much to handle in the car. The car is pretty much not worth keeping. I mean, being that this thing's not a rust bucket and it's from Colorado, it's in real good shape, so this is worth restoring to me. Basically, that's what I've been doing, is restoring this 05 Astro van. We're doing the head gaskets on it as preventative maintenance. For all you people who haven't been in the chat hearing that, that's what this is in. So I know people bounce in and out, and that way you know what's he doing. Well, that's what I'm doing. And these head gaskets go up to here, all the way up to here in the center, the valley here. So don't forget those spots. I mean, this is good practice for me because I have my well, that 98 Blazer, plus I got to do the my 98 Chevy K1500. It's got the 5-liter 305 in it, which is basically like this engine but with 2 extra cylinders. Basically the same thing as the 350, but it's got a shorter stroke. It doesn't have as much of a stroke and therefore less power. But it's like the same parent block family of engines as these are. So spider injector stuff, all that kind of thing. All that fun stuff. Push rod engines. So I love these push rod engines. They're pretty simple. And the thing is, people don't really want them as much as the newer stuff. So you can usually get a pretty good deal on this stuff on the second hand or however many hand used market. And it's okay to do stuff like this with a plastic scraper. No harm's being done. We're getting a good chunk out of this being done. With just the plastic, you know. It's giving me a good chance to check for anything weird, which I don't see any. So the cross hatching is really good. If you've seen any of the other videos on this, the cross hatching in these cylinder walls looks really good. So the guy who used to own this, he changed his oil regularly, which is really good. Because you're getting metal on metal fatigue wear basically by not keeping your oil well changed, like timely manner. You know. Oh. So if you're keeping your oil changed well, the cross hatching and the premature wear won't happen nearly as quickly. So yeah, so she use a good quality oil and filter. You know, try not to idle your engine all the time, or very often at all. That causes premature wear by having your these engines are designed to have like a back pressure from the putting the engine under load, like just by driving it like on the highway. The engines really seem to love that the most, where it's not like stop and go traffic and not idling it. Because when you're idling your engine all the time, you're gonna get what you call your piston rings, the 3 rings, and then your gas is gonna bypass that. Like the fuel, it'll because without the back pressure of being under load, and you're just idling it. Say you're running the heat and the AC all the time, and it's just idling and you're not actually driving it. Without having that back pressure, you're gonna have fuel going into the crankcase where your oil is, bypassing the rings, little by little, a cumulative effect, and that can dilute your oil because the fuel, especially with the ethanol, is a solvent, and that washes away your oil on the side of your piston walls, causing premature wear. That's where this cross hatching comes into play. That's supposed to be there to keep the oil on the cylinder walls as much as possible. And if you're not maintaining your oil and then you're letting it idle all the time, you're killing your engine prematurely. You know, just some good tidbits for you guys if you didn't know that. Because if you ever change the oil in something, especially in the winter time in cold environments, a lot of people's oil will come out like really thin and it'll smell like gasoline because there's so much gas going into the crankcase from letting them idling their engine all the time in the winter time for the heat. You know, you can kind of idle it a lot sometimes, but what I do is I'll give it some throttle every now and then while it's sitting there to keep the oil all through the system, as well as giving it some good back pressure so that the cylinder walls aren't getting washed down as much. These things they have a cumulative effect on things, on your engines. The main thing is just changing your oil on time. That's a really big thing. Really big thing. So overlooked. There's people that just never change the oil and they just keep topping it off with oil. and it gets that sludge in it. When it gets time to put this back together, these thread holes for the cylinder head, those are going to get blown out with shop air, or vacuum first and then blown out with shop air, and then thread chaser through them to get any debris out of the way. It's just wanting this stuff so clean as you can get it. Definitely don't want any debris in those little holes for the bolts for your head studs, because that's supposed to only be the area for those head studs. And if it has debris in there, oil or anything like that, it can cause hydraulic pressure to happen, and it's all compressed in that area. It's got nowhere to go. So where's it gonna go? Like through the wall of the block and or your cylinder heads, and then it turns into scrap or a costly, kind of repair to try to save it if you can. More likely no. So you got to make sure that stuff's clean, like squeaky clean. And then following all your service information as well. Oh yeah, I'm getting progress right there. I saw a good chunk of that stuff come out. Wipe this cut off. There you go. Oh yeah, that's getting out good right there. I just saw a bunch of stuff come out. I'll get a little closer. Let me move the light. There. Oh yeah, it's coming up. Could be a little faster, but this is okay. Yeah. It's getting there. Like a big chunk right there. I'm gonna try to go grab a real blade here. Right. Let's go look for a blade. There's the cylinder head sitting there. That's gonna get worked on here soon too. It's being stored on the wood like the Haynes manual recommended. I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to put some more wood in between in the middle, but that should be okay. So let's find a blade. Just gotta... It's garbage here. I'm gonna put it over here somewhere. I have... I got this Scotch-Brite. I was trying it earlier. It wasn't seeming to do it. Maybe if I take like WD-40 and then try using the Scotch-Brite, maybe that'll make a difference. I mean, we could try that. Because I know these aren't so abrasive that it will really damage anything either. Or it's not going to like score or anything. Yeah, let's try that. Get some of this here. Here we go. Alright. I'll put some on the pad itself. Okay, plenty. Let's see how this works. It's getting stuff up on it. Oh yeah. Oh, this works good. Oh wow, that's looking a lot better than I thought it would. Yeah, WD-40 and the Scotch-Brite for the win. Scotch pad. Let me get a better position to get this cleaned up. I'll just do it one-handed and get a good angle for you guys. Get the blade better too. There, how's that better to see, you know? So yeah, Scotch-Brite for the win with the WD-40 on it. There. Here we go. Oh wow, look at that. It's coming right off. And it's not taking any of the metal with it because it's cast iron and this is a Scotch-Brite with WD-40 on it. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Get a good close up. Yeah, they're right. Heard some old timer tell me to try this out, and he's right. What do you know? They know what their stuff are. Not a whole lot of effort to get it off either. Look at that. It's getting on better already. I didn't really do a whole lot on it yet. And the material looks like pristine, like the deck. It's not taking off metal with it, you know. It's just taking off old gasket material. That's really good. I'm like super impressed. Wow. I heard good things, but I don't know, I never got to try it out until today. You never know till you try, right? Let's try to get a better view for you guys. That's good, I think. Oh, I got another pad here. Here we go. I'll just put WD-40 on this one. It fell down in the hole. This big hole on the side here where the exhaust manifold head was sitting. So here we go, more WD-40 on another pad. That'll be good. Okay, let's continue. Wow, it's really working amazing. If you like what you see, go ahead and smash that like button. I see a lot of you guys in here. Look at that, wow. Definitely getting some places with this thing versus that plastic scraper, I tell you what. We'll get in between area. This is the area I was talking about what's real critical. It's such a thin spot. It's like, you know, the A thick, you know. That, wow, it's like dissolving it. It's pretty sweet. Let's see. Get the paper towel on it. Look at that, wow. And I don't see any scoring coming from this pad, because this is a cast iron block. It's in the 4.3, my 05 Astro van. So, and this wasn't a blown head gasket either, guys, if you're just tuning in. This is just preventative maintenance, because I was already in there for the intake manifold gaskets, spider injectors, ignition coil module, PCV hose that goes to the vacuum canister, all this stuff, man. Just getting it done while I'm in there. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Look at that. Get the light on it for you. There. Let's try it on this part right here. See? yeah, it's coming up. It's kind of like a thick layer. If you see the spots I haven't done yet with the Scotch-Brite, look at the difference. Remember, cast iron box, so this is okay to do. I'd be more wary with this aluminum. Still doable, but just be more wary about it, you know. We'll get this piston cleaned up too. Attempt it. Getting there. Oh yeah, it's starting to get to it. It's just got a pretty good layer of scum on it. You know, the carbon. Get it closer so I can reach better. It's a tight fit. There we go. Let's get this piston cleaned up. Oh wow, it's better. Here, I'll get the light on it better so you can really see what I'm talking about. Get the... Better. It's getting there. That's with not a whole lot of time and effort put into it quite yet. But that's already an improvement. Really good. Let's keep going. It's improvement. It's getting it off. It's just regular WD-40 and a Scotch-Brite, guys. Nice. Thanks for the like. Whoops. Hang on, the light fell down. Let's go push your teeth. A little opening there. I was afraid I was going to do that, but it's okay. I mean, you can see there's the cylinder head that's going to get the same treatment coming up here. And then that's the old gasket. This gasket wasn't blown. This is just preventive maintenance if you're just tuning in. I've said it quite a few times now, but just so you're aware if you're just tuning in. Now we got our light. Let's keep going. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to get the light closer. Alright, here we go. I see what I'm going to do. that's pretty good. Look at all that carbon that's on from the piston. That white top. Yeah, dude, that WD-40 is amazing for this. Get closer. All right. Here we go. Get the light out. There. Now we can get it to focus. This stuff's not really that hard. It's just getting down to the head gasket itself. Taking apart everything on the way. It's just, you know, not as quick as your oil changes, you know. Probably help if I show where I'm looking at and what I'm doing. Okay. There you go. Oh yeah, this spot right between the cylinder walls is getting a lot cleaner. Yeah, WD-40 and a Scotch-Brite, man. Cast iron block. So, this is pretty good results, I'm thinking. In my opinion. Try to get it all like this. We'll keep at it. I don't... this looks really good. Like, once I've taken off this old gasket material residue, man, this looks really good, guys. Because this head gasket wasn't even blown. This was just for preventive maintenance because we're already here doing the intake manifolds and the spider injector and whatnot. So I figured let's just go a couple extra steps and change the head gaskets while we're here, you know. It's got 240,000 miles on it. It's an 05 Astro van with a 4.3 V6. And the cross hatching is really amazing looking in all these cylinder walls on this bank. So we haven't gotten into the passenger side bank, but we're going to get to that once we tear this all down. Or yeah, it's already all torn down, sorry. We get it all put back together, you know, by the book. Then we'll tear into the passenger side, which I think is going to be easy compared to this. I already had to take the passenger side exhaust manifold off a couple months ago. I did the engine mount on that side to get to it. So it should be easy, relatively, in comparison to the driver's side, which is what we're doing right now. Stay tuned on this channel. Also, I got a 98 Blazer. I'm going to be doing a head gasket on this in the not so distant future as well. Same exact engine. Mostly. This is an '05 Astro with the same type of engine. It's just, this is the updated one. This still doesn't have an EGR like the 98 does. I'm pretty sure the 98 doesn't have a chain tensioner for the timing chain either. The '05 does. And that threw me off a bit. I had to do the timing chain twice on this because I didn't compensate for the stretch chain in the tensioner. And it was slightly off. So I figured out a way to fix it so that now the timing's all right on, dead on now. But because what happens, the slack in the timing chain of the old one, it made the where it indexed when you put the new tensioner in with the new timing chain sprocket and all that stuff. It slightly was canted a little bit, throwing it off just barely, just enough though. All it takes is a little bit on these things, and huge. I got a video I put up on my channel of me trying to, or I got the engine started, but it ran horribly. You can check it out if you like to see something like that. I think it was like it turned the timing was what they call retarded versus advanced. So it would only seem to run good if you like floored it when it was like that. Before I reset the timing to the correct setting with the timing chain. Pretty interesting how that works, huh? I mean, I learned a lot of this stuff from just, I mean, I did, learn this stuff in college too, but there's only, you don't really learn a whole lot doing that. You learn a lot by doing the hands-on wrenching and making mistakes, as sucky as that sounds, you know. Sometimes you learn the best from that, you know, in my opinion. I'm gonna add a little more WD-40 on this pad. Oh, my bad. Here we go. Let's put some more on it. Okay. There we go. Let's keep her going. Yeah, all this stuff's got to get cleaned off, so you don't want to just be like, oh, that's good enough. Even if you're doing an oil pan gasket or anything, these surfaces got to be clean, man, and even. I mean, we have the true straight edge, and we got the feeler gauges in the book, and we'll check that too once we get all this squared away, getting this cleaned off. Why go this way then just half-ass it? It don't make sense. Oh yeah, that's coming up. That WD-40 helps to give it that right uh abrasive um lubrication or something, whatever you want to call it. It just makes it just right, and it dissolves it and takes it right off. It's like amazing. Oh yeah. The WD-40 seems to work on it too while it gets on the old gasket material residue. It seems to like to help this. I'm really impressed. Usually, I'm not such a big fan of WD-40 for a lot of things, but for this, wow. Because without the WD-40, just using the Scotch-Brite by itself, it doesn't really do anything. It's like peanut butter and jelly, or any kind of special pair thing you like to think of. It's just by itself, it's not nothing. But then when you put it together with its special pair thing, it makes it awesome. You know, just the way I think of it, huh? It's just like dissolving that old gasket material right off. Stuff like this, it's nice having these gloves on too. So then my hands are clean enough if I can have to do something critical or open the book or touch a doorknob. I'm not getting all this residue oiliness on everything I touch. This little bit right here. Oh yeah, it's coming off. It's just in there a little bit more. Yep. See right here. Oh yeah. See that AC line is blocking this part. But yeah, all the way up into right here. Get it back. From here down to here, it's all gotta get cleaned up too. Every little bit where that cylinder head gasket sits. Oh yeah, it's dissolving it. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like what you see, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh wow, look at that. I'll get a better view for you. Let's wipe some of this crud off it and show you what I'm talking about. Look at that. It's amazing. Not quite completely clean yet, but it's well on its way. Thanks, man. Thanks for that extra like. Yeah, I appreciate it. Just trying to make content to help people like learn how to help themselves with this kind of thing. Because I always uh, like to have the knowledge, being armed with that knowledge so you can take care of this kind of stuff yourself. I mean, yeah, you need, certain things, but it doesn't hurt to know this stuff. Because I bet you all you guys out there have a vehicle or something, you know. Not too many people that don't drive a car nowadays. Like this is basically what gets done if you're, you know, don't know how to do this stuff and you're paying a shop to do it. This is what they're doing. Maybe with fancier tools than what I got, but the basic skeleton structure of what they're doing is this kind of thing. Yeah, this WD-40 Scotch Brite is what's cleaning this up. So, cast iron block GM 4305 Astro van. Cleaning off the head gasket residue, getting it ready for a new gasket. Just doing preventative maintenance because we're already doing the intake manifold, spider injectors, pretty much everything on the top end of this engine already. So, no, it's not an LT53, unfortunately. That would be nice to have that in here, though. It really would. This is the GM43, the V6 that becomes stock in this vehicle. Yeah, a V8 swap would be nice there, brother. I hear you there. I've seen it done. There's some content on YouTube of people that have it done. You have to end up using the electric radiator cooler fans because the regular fan clutch is uh in the way with the tight area for the engine to be. Other than that, it looks like it all fits pretty good. Wow, that's really nice from WD-40, man. Go ahead and smash that like, and if you like this stuff, subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you don't like it, that's fine too. This is for people that actually like this kind of thing. I know my content's not for everybody, but for the ones who like it, they like it. Let's get this over here so you can see it better. Okay. See, it's cleaning up that carbon off that piston. Get this out of the way. Let me get a better view for you guys. There we go. It's cleaning up that piston real good. Wow. Looks really good. It's had a lot of thick layer of carbon on it. This thing was running rich and then lean because it had the fuel pressure regulator things off. Yeah, that works too. It's just a Scotch Brite. It's cast iron block. And this wasn't even a blown head gasket either. It's just preventative maintenance because we're already there for doing the intake manifolds, spider injector and whatnot. But yeah, I know I've seen what you're talking about. That's a good way to do it as well. To get it all nice and even. Yeah. Good advice there. Thanks, man. Yeah. Let me readjust my foot's falling. Alright, we're better. Yeah, you guys in the sorry, in the comments have an Astro van? Oh yeah, dude, kerosene's yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. So I don't have a parts washer yet, but I got some old totes. I was gonna get some kerosene to soak the cylinder head in that, and scrub it with like a toothbrush. Yeah, dude, kerosene's is awesome for that. It's like a poor man's parts washer. You know what I'm saying? Yep, totally read my mind there. Yeah, kerosene's amazing. Cleans so good. Well, we're getting good progress. I mean, well, I have to have the light on, but down here we're about like uh 20 something percent left to go on this, roughly, of the main parts. I mean, I go over it again and again to make sure every little bit of this gasket's gone. I mean, we'll clean the piston heads up too, just like this one, the number one cylinder right here. Yeah, let me get better position. Hang on. Ratchet poking into my side. That's better. Yeah, this Scotch-Brite's about had it. I got a nice fresh one. I'm gonna grab that. That'll speed this up, and then I don't have to worry about pieces of the Scotch-Brite falling off into my engine. So there's the cylinder head. That's gonna get the same thing coming up here. But like I said, I'll get a thing and put kerosene in it and soak and dissolve that stuff off. Here we go. And we're gonna cut it. I thought I had generic Scotch-Brite, so I guess they're the real deal. Okay. All right, let's go back at it. Put that secret sauce on it again, the WD-40 for the win. Do it out here so it's easier. Okay. Get this on here. Okay. Nice and good. Let's get at it. Oh, it's working amazing. Wow. Let me get in there. This part's kind of hard. We're at the doghouse on this Astro van. So, there we go. Oh yeah, dude, it's good all that. Get in there better. There's for future reference. I have to do that power steering pump on this because the deads were all stripped out from the previous owner. So the pulley's already off, so I'm gonna get that coming up here soon when I get paid, along with these gaskets. New power steering pump coming in with new lines, new head gaskets, new head studs. Get that coming off. Coming up, guys. Yeah, I could use brake clean. Yeah, more towards the end of this. Yeah, there's some acetone to get it super clean. Oh, yeah, it's a 2005 Chevy Astro all-wheel drive. I got a bunch of videos of it on my channel if you're interested. It's got a 4-inch lift in it. There's a lot of stuff I've done to it. What kind of car do you drive there, Ali? Ali? That's how you say your name. I'm not sure. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, so that's got the 5.3. Those are nice vehicles, man. So that's like a Tahoe. It's not the Yukon XL, is it? Oh, 6, oh, nice. Those are nice engine. Got a lot of power for gasoline and for that size displacement, you know. How do you like it? Yeah, I have to have like a van like this because I got a wife and 2 kids, so I try to have stuff that's got, you know, back seats and, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, just because you drive a SUV or a van doesn't mean it can't be cool, you know. Just, I put a 4-inch lift on this. Done a lot of stuff on this. There's a lot of videos of this on my channel. This should be more to come soon enough of actually driving it more. I've just been troubleshooting the spider injector. I did a fuel pump on it a couple weeks ago. Well, about a month ago by now. I did all the videos of me doing that stuff. Yeah, this has been a project going through for a while. I like it just having this YouTube stuff of me doing this so I can like video catalog it just for myself also, you know. So, and then when I go to put stuff back together, I can go back and look at it as well. I mean, also it's nice to have people to talk about this similar interests in this kind of thing. Did I modify the engine? No, I didn't go into the internals and like change like camshafts or anything like that. Not yet. Not at this point in time. It'd be nice to get this thing like turboed, kind of like those Cyclones are, if they could fit the turbo somehow in here. It's probably been done. If they could fit a 5.3 in here, I don't see why you can't fit a turbo in here. I mean, did you modify anything on your Yukon? I used to have 2 Trailblazers there. Those are pretty sweet. Like an '08 and an '02 a while back. It's really getting good up here. I have to see. I think I have paper. Yeah, I got paper towels. Let's see what it looks like when I wipe it down some. Just so it looks more photogenic, you know. Let's see. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Not all the way there, obviously. Wow, that's a lot better. And I can see the spots where I still need to work on more. Look at all that stuff coming off it. No, I did timing chain cover and timing chain set, gears and sprockets, the oil pan gasket, rear main seal. I basically resealed everything. I did the transmission fluid and filter, changed the shift solenoids of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, all new fluid in it. Changed the shift shaft seal. I think I made videos on all that stuff I just talked about too, if you're interested in that stuff. Done quite a bit of stuff on this. Oh yeah. Are you in Colorado? Yeah, I already have to modify the speedometer stuff anyway, coming up. Because with the bigger tires, it's reading like a couple miles per hour slower than what it's actually going. But I can live with that until I do it, though. Oh, do you work on your own vehicle there too? Oh, thanks for the like, man. Whoever just liked, thanks, man. Or woman. Appreciate it. Let's see how that. Oh, wow, that's looking better. Just takes a lot of elbow grease and a Scotch Brite and some WD-40 and it make it look real good. That's getting better. Figure if you're already in here this far anyway, why not clean the pistons up, you know? Especially when they don't look so great. They do, they look a lot better now. At least that one does. Towel over it again, see how it looks. Oh wow. Okay, let's try the other side. Gives me a good reference point of what's left to keep going on. That's a lot better already. Not like ready for the new gasket quite yet, but man, that's a, we're getting progress. Okay, let's keep going. So I know I'll need to get some more Scotch Brights. These kind of get chewed up from it. To finish this anyway, so that's okay. At least the driver's side bank. Let's try to wipe it down again. Yeah, much better. It's looking a lot better. Let's get a better look for you guys. Oh, okay, here we go. See if I can get in focus. There we go. Getting there. I'd say that's like 90% close to being done. Just that last 10% is super critical though. You don't just, oh, that's good enough. Let's just slap the gasket on it and call it good. And also when I put these gaskets on, I'm gonna make sure, because there was a thing in this Haynes manual that said something about using this yeah. Okay, your fault. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the copper gasket type stuff. That paste stuff that you put on it. Yeah. Nice. Thanks, man. That's what I was about to say, yeah. So I'm gonna grab another fresh Scotch Brite and keep it going. We'll finish this up. Because I could see the other one was starting to deteriorate. And I don't want to have all these little pieces of Scotch Brite getting in my engine. So once I see it start to deteriorate a lot, I'm gonna switch it out, you know. Let's go ahead and grab another Scotch Brite. Got one right here. I'll hit it with the WD-40 and keep going. That would be good. when this video gets put out on my channel, you can see just how nasty this looked before and how it looks now. It doesn't even look like it was the same thing. The same cylinder head, engine block. Let me get in better view for you guys. Hang on, almost there. Okay, 800 grit with like a block of wood, right? Like a 2x4. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yeah, we got the true straight edge too with the feeler gauges as well, to see if it's all in specs still, which I don't see why it wouldn't be if this wasn't even blown to begin with. It's just preventative maintenance while we're there. Oh yeah, we're getting some off of it now. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. All right. Nice talking with you. Looks better. Still got some scum in the spot. Oh, thanks for the like. Whoever disliked me, I appreciate it. Yeah, just taking the time to make sure you get everything thorough. This is the thing that you don't try to go too quick. You can go quick if you know what you're doing fast enough, but if you got the time, you might as well take the time to do it right. Yeah, it's on an 05 Astro van, 4.3 GM engine. I got a 98 Blazer with the same engine. I got to do a head gasket on it eventually coming up here soon too. So this is good practice for it. That Blazer's gonna get everything this thing's got. You know, the fuel injectors, all that stuff. Timing chain and cover, oil pan gasket, new oil cooler lines and gaskets, and everything to make it reliable so it doesn't leave you stranded on the freeway. You know, that kind of thing. This older stuff's reliable if you put your effort into it and change out all the old crusty parts. You know. Oh yeah, wow, that's looking a lot better, that little stud area. Not quite squeaky clean, but man, this is close, a lot closer than it ever was. I'll work back up over here a little bit more. Try to get it in focus better. There we go. Kind of. It's looking a lot closer to slapping a gasket on it, I'm telling you that. It's just WD-40 and a Scotch-Brite, and it's a cast iron block, so it's okay to do it. Just working a lot better than that plastic razor blade. That thing wasn't doing nothing to it. Yeah, number one cylinder on top of that center compression stroke right here that I'm cleaning. It's getting there. Just gotta work on these corners more. Well, this corner in particular. I'll get this light in here so you can see what I'm talking about. That's better. Well, it's getting a lot better. Take a paper towel to it and see what we got going on. Well, a lot better than it was. We're getting real closer to being accomplished, but just those little details, get those little remnants of it. Oh man, it's looking a lot better already. I tell you that, because I know from the start of this live, this thing looked horrible. It didn't look like this. Let's see where I put my Scotch Brite. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's keep going. getting better. It's just a weird position to be in for my body to reach that far in, because it's just through the doghouse on this van here. See? This 05 Astro van. At it though. So it looks like that's one of the main spots that still needs to be worked on. That spot by that corner stud where the head's held on to and lines up the alignment stud, you know. Okay, let's keep going. Let's take a look at it now. Oh wow, a lot better. Just that little part behind here too. The little fine details will get you. You gotta make sure you're thorough with that stuff. Especially these things. These head gaskets can be really it's that attention to those details, you know. But more so than like anything else besides like your crankshaft and camshaft bearing tolerances and stuff like that, your clearances with your plastic gauge and stuff if you rebuild engines. That's something that's really important to keep in mind. Because yeah, we'll check the deck straightness on this as well with the feeler gauges and check the specs too. But yeah, we're doing all this by the service information. We're not just winging it. It's not something you want to wing on. At least I don't. I know my stuff. Let's run the paper towels over it and see what we got. I'd say it's a lot better than it was. Just a bit more of this kind of thing and it'll be set. So everybody that's been watching, thanks for watching. We're going to call it a night here. Stay tuned for more stuff to come. We'll be working on the head, the cylinder heads itself. And then we'll check with the deck straightness on both of them with feeler gauges. All right, till next time, guys.